1 second showing on the play clock. We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Two yards to go, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Patterson's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that
McPherson now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. He should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, 11 MT.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 1, right?
2nd down and 8.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Third and goal. Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A 23-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Rams.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Here we go, here we go.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. I tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground at attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
Here we go.
And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Gun. Cut. 11. 11 mighty. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
The
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On one, ready?
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for a touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
This is 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big 2nd half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?